is Richard Stocker, son of Caulfield Cup winning jockey John Stocker. He's Adelaide based. He'll be riding Stormy Jim. The horse is trained at Mount Gambier by Dean Sexton. And there's Stormy Jim will be led up to the stalls riderless. Starting time has passed for the running of the 1997 Ballarat Cup. The first horse to go into the stall is Stormy Jim. The betting is still soaring. We're nudging $500,000 in the win pool alone at this stage. There's more than 700,000 bet in win and place. So late bets are really flooding on this field. The Bertocci for the first time in betting has got under $3. It's now at $2.90 and $1.40 the place. That's Australis Bazaar in the Alderson colours of the white with the royal blue and gold bands. And 9 is Like a Roo. It's gone into its stall. Last Saturday's Sandown winner. It's gone in quietly for Andrew Findlay, who partnered Like a Roo last Saturday. There's Bold Command, third place getter in the Kyneton Cup. He's gone into his stall. So we're waiting now for half a dozen of the runners. This is Adam's tip. How do you think Shearer Claude looks? Now I've sensed why you're so confident about Shearer Claude. You've just got back from New Zealand. It did its early racing in New Zealand. You've got some Kiwi mail, haven't you?
The boys have been waiting to back this horse in New Zealand. A lot of the Gallops riders over there for about 3 or 4 months. The reports are it's been set for this race specifically, and it's certainly carrying mine.
Well, I'll tell you what, it nearly picked up a Flemington win on the way, Adam, because it had a sort of luckless run at Flemington. There's the favourite going in, Bertocci, number 3. Bertocci has gone into the stall for Danny Nikolic. There's Australis Bazaar, and in the background, that looks like it is Joe Gar.
There's the toppy. He'll race on the pace, you'd expect, Keith. Backslap would be right up there. That's where he ran his best race, didn't he, when he was allowed to bowl along. In front there for Stephen King, winning at Flemington 2 starts ago in the Lean Cuisine. Formerly known as the Dalgety, wasn't it, the Lean Cuisine?
Yes, that's right. And before that, the Hotham. It's been a race of many names. And he's Barossa Babe, the Greg Charles Mountain stablemate for the favourite. It's the last standby for the running of the Ballarat Cup.
Line looks okay. Whoops, Jogar just rearing. Settles again. Bertocci pouring the ground. They're racing now. And they've gone away in a perfect line near the inside, Like a Rule, way okay. Shearer Claude looking for cover. He's easing back on the outside. Bold Command going forward with Australis Bazaar. Over on the outside, Backslapper is working up to join the lead from Skygazer, Bertocci. Then Stormy Jim, Jogar and Barossa Babe last. The top weight takes over at the judge with a round to go. And Backslapper's going to lead them out of the straight by 2 lengths to Like a Roo. On the outside of it is Bold Command. Australis Bazaar trapped out deep. Shearer Claude in the centre. Then a length to Skygazer easing. On the outside of it is Bertocci. There's no pace on from Stormy Jim. Jogar out wide, and last of all is Barossa Babe as they work into the back. 1,600 metres out, and Backslapper 4 or 5 in front of Like a Roo, and he's fighting for his head. Backslapper third placing Bold Command a length away to Shearer Claude on the rails. 3 parts Australis Bazaar, then comes Jogar pulling on the outside of Skygazer. Third last Bertocci, Stormy Jim, and last of all Barossa Babe. The pace is very, very ordinary as they go to the 1,300 metre mark, where Backslapper's 2.5 in front of Like a Roo, a length away third Bold Command. 3 parts to Shearer Claude on the inside, then Jogar. In the centre comes Australis Bazaar, a length away to Skygazer, then Bertocci, Stormy Jim, and last of all is Barossa Babe. Towards the 1,000 metre mark, they're about to come off the back, and Backslapper 2 in front of Like a Roo. Third on the inside, Shearer Claude. On the outside, ahead away comes Bold Command. A little over a length to Jogar, Australis Bazaar, and on the inside, Skygazer. 2.5, then comes Stormy Jim. Around it, Bertocci, and 2 last of all, Barossa Babe. Off the back, 800 metres out in the cup, and Backslapper just over a length in front of Like a Roo. Getting up on the inside of it is Shearer Claude, then Bold Command. Jogar's been deep for a while. Skygazer and a half to Australis Bazaar. 1.5 to Bertocci, then Stormy Jim, and last of all, Barossa Babe. 600 metres out. The pace quickens here where Backslapper leads around the turn. Like a Roo a neck away. Jogar out 3 deep, then Shearer Claude waiting for the run. Here comes Bertocci around them, and for the back then Australis Bazaar. With it was Bold Command, Stormy Jim, Barossa Babe, and Skygazer on the inside. 300 metres out down the hill. Like Like a Root took the lead from Backslapper. Bertocci on the outside having a bumping duel with Jogar. And then Australis Bazaar 200 out. Like a Root grabbed by Bertocci. The favourite hit the lead. Shearer Claude getting through. Like a Root, Bertocci in front. Jogar battling away, but Bertocci drawing away, and Bertocci wins the cup. Bertocci by a length and 3/4. Jogar, Like a Root third. Then Shearer Claude next in then was Australis Bazaar from Bold Command, Barossa Babe. Backslapper, Skygazer and Stormy Jim didn't get the trip. He's run last.
It's a Favourites Cup, 3, 7 and 9. Number 3, Bertocci has won the Cup. Danny Nikolic and Peter Hayes combining. I would think that would be the Peter Hayes first win in the Ballarat Cup. It was an impressive one. And a bit rough in the straight, but Bertocci has been backed into $2.80 and $1.40. Second will be Jogar. Number 7, expect $2.70. And third, number 9, Like a Roo, $4.20. And Shearer Claude was one of the chief sufferers in severe buffeting in the straight. There's the Shearer in on the fence, Adam.
Yeah, as it turned out, you can see it in the circle there. You'll see it get into all sorts of trouble. It never had any stage where it was able to gain any momentum. Pulled a little bit in the early stages of the race, but normally it's the right place to be in there behind the leader. But Backslapper, well, I think Backslapper would have been served a lot better to be able to bowl along. I mean, that's how he went well at Flemington. He was sort of held back to the field today. Bertocci made the big wide run around the field. Have a look at Shearer Claude now. Gets into an absolute buffeting war there. They're virtually kissing it in the horse next door. Then he has no option, the jockey, but to switch back to the inside. It looks as though there's almost a gap here, but again, at half closes up on him. At this stage, Bertocci's joined the leaders, and that's it. He's got the momentum down the outside. He's missed all the trouble, and he runs away for an easy win. Shearer Claude battles away, but at that stage, he's just got no momentum. The horses on the outside have all got a full head of steam as they've been able to run home unimpeded down the outside. So he's run 5th and probably should have run a lot closer, I think, Shearer Claude. But anyway,
that was Australis Bazaar flashing home for 4th. That's its go in life, I'm afraid, with Australis Bazaar, always doing enough to get you for the next time, but seldom winning. It was an impressive win by Bertocci. She had her first test today at the distance. She passed it with flying colours. Now, the forms of betting there, as you can see, win, place, Quinella and trifecta, those 4 types of betting alone on the Ballarat Cup totals 946.8 thousand. So almost a mil bet on those 4 bet types alone. So, boy, punters did let go on the race. Divvies are coming through in their entirety now. Bertocci, a popular win for favourite backers, 280 and 140. Number 3, 7 Jogar 270, 9 Like a Roo 420, the Quinella 1350. It's a nice Quinella dividend. The Exacta kicked up strangely with Bertocci beating the favourites, kicked up to 2370. That's a good divvy. The Trifecta 3, 7 and 9 231.10. The double 4 and 3. $26.30. So an action-packed Ballarat Cup. Did you hear the roar of the crowd when the racecourse Dowling Forest is on the outskirts of the city, probably about 5 kilometres from the city centre. That's Sundust, the favourite, going up there, followed by Rapid Action, the 4-year-old that Adam was speaking about. It's had the 1 win from 12 starts, but 4 minor placings. A bit stubborn at the moment, isn't it?
Huge late move on the tote for it as well. So you can see that the punters, I would say the punters on track, have acknowledged that this is, if they want to back it, they'll back it on the tote, because it's only $4 with the bookies. In that last 30 seconds or so, it's trimmed up from $5 into $4.20. It hasn't affected Bond Rhythm though, still a clear favourite at $3.60, and very solid number 1 Sundust at $4.70. Keith, from what looked like being a very open race, we've now got 3 horses standing out from the field. Yes,
and there is obviously a collision of confidences here from the camps of numbers 1, 3 and 6. We'll soon know as the gate looks to be filled at Ballarat, so stand by for the running of race 6. Here's Brian Blackmore.
1400 metres on the new track. There it is, set, racing. They've gone away in a fair line. A little bit slowly out was Crafty Hunter. First to show out here is Sundust. Centennial Maid, Rapid Action, Charlene away okay with Finton, a Bell, Limber Up and Son of Valor. Duchess Door getting back. Bond Rhythm second last. Honourable Member Classic Peak in front of it, and Crafty Hunter is actually last. 1100 metres out, and here's Sundust by a length and a half to Rapid Action, Charlene third. A length away Centennial Maid racing with a head on the side, then Son of Valor. Over on the inside, Finton, a Bell. 2 lengths further back, Classic Peak. On the inside, a half away, Limber Up. Another length into Duchess Door, followed by Crafty Hunter with Honourable Member, and the favourite Bond Rhythm has dropped out 2 lengths away, and a good 12 off the lead as they race to the 700 metre point, where Sundust leads by a length to Rapid Action, Charlene. Centennial Mate is fourth. One away going up in the centre was Son of Valor. A length further back then Finton, a Bell and Classic Peak. 2 lengths away, Limber Up, Duchess Door, Honourable Member Crafty Hunter, and still last of all is Bond Rhythm, but they start to jam up on the corner. 450 out. Sundust hanging here. The rider sitting almost on the side at a la sidecar and a motorbike, and it's Sundust in front. Charlene goes for the run. Rapid Action coming at the leader, then Centennial Maid. Son of Valor getting a run through deeper out on the track then would have been Duchess Door, and Bond Rhythm struggling inside the 200 metre mark. Rapid Action took the lead. Sundust is gone. Duchess Door battling away, but Rapid Action in front of Sundust near home. Then comes Duchess Door, but Rapid Action wins by just over a length of Sundust. Duchess Door third from Finton, a Bell. Gee, she's expensive, Bond Rhythm. She's run fifth. Then next in was Crafty Hunter, followed by Classic Peak, Son of Valor, Centennial Maid, Charlene. An Honourable Member's been relegated to the back benches. He's finished last.
Nice call there, Brian. Well, 2 of the 3 favourites have cornelled the race, but the favourites dipped out. The winner will be number 3, Rapid Action. It'll pay $4.30 and 170. Second, 1 Sundust, boxed on bravely, 160. And number 8, Duchess Door, has made up ground to...
Who's becoming trainers, gee, there's a swag of them, and they all seem to be good at the caper.
Well, I suppose it's easier than riding over jumps.
Good on you, Len. Congratulations on the winner, Rapid Action. Hopefully we'll see you in town very soon.
Thanks very much.
Len Porter there, another new face to Channel 31 midweek at the races, and I think that's one of the great things about Channel 31. You see these people's names in the papers, Len Porters of Colac, and you think, well, you know, you never get to see him. Well, he's lobbed here today with the winner. You've got to meet him through the TV, which I think is a great thing for racing. And, well, Danny Nicolek, he's riding in terrific form. And as Len said, giving a lot of the credit to the Danny there in landing Rapid Action a winner. Sundust, well, a bit of a handful there for Brian Park, hanging around the corner. But battled on quite well once they straightened up, and number 8, Duchess Dior, got home. Gee, a nice effort there by number 5, Finton Bell, who... as we said prior to the race, Darryl Brown was giving a bit of a chance to. It was 25s into 16s late, so quite a good to go there. And the horse has run well. She's a staying mare, so it looks like she's come back well and might be one to follow. Maybe give her one more run until she steps up to a trip, but she's obviously come back well from a spell. In the end, that race, as we said, betting was chopping and changing. Rapid Action actually did start favourite with the bookmakers in the end. At 3-1, Bond Rhythm was 7-2 into 3, but just at the last minute drifted out to 13-4. And Sundust actually came in for some good support late, 4s into 7-2. But as it's turned out, number 3, Rapid Action, the favourite, has got to the line. And, well, at this stage, we're looking at a fairly skinny quaddie, but I hope you're still going. Maybe you got it for an extra couple of dollars.
Thanks, John, and what a day the birthday boy Danny Nicolek is having. Let's look first at the totes at Kilmore, Kilmore race 6, Adam.
Bold Stefan, this is the one Hutchie interviewed trainer Glenn Tippett about 2 or 3 races back, and there was a lot of confidence in the stable there. An exciting horse. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, this one, but when he does it all right, he would simply toy with this field. He's favourite at $2 even. A brilliant beginner, Darryl Douglas, takes the drive. $4.30 for Contact Cam. Can be hard to catch on occasions, but if he hits his best form today, he'll make a good race of it with Bold Stefan. Blue Paul's in there with a chance. John Justice told us about his hopes earlier on, and Sheba and Agro Machine are given little hopes as well. That's race 6 at Kilmore. It's about 13 minutes away, but right now, we'll take a break.
It's gotta be the races.
Don't dare miss the action at the Geelong Harness Racing Club, Wednesday 26 November, featuring the state's best pacers and the 25,000 APCO service stations and Easy Shops Pacing Cup. Witness our leading 4-year-olds chase the track record in the 5,000 APCO Dash for Cash. Plenty of free entertainment for the children, train rides, animal farm, jumping castle and more. Great supporting program. It's action all the way, November 26 at the Geelong Harness Racing Club.
Hello, I'm Esther Svijic and
World of Style provides a key to unlock Melbourne and the world's wardrobe of fashion.
a lot of the models are students or friends of students or whatever.
Interviews, ideas, tips, the latest designs and consumer information make World of Style a program never to be missed. Stay in touch on World of Style with Esther here on Channel 31.
Welcome to Eastern Newsbeat on Channel 31. I'm Kate Hagan in the studios of Era Community Television at the Basin.
I'm John Worcester in the studios of Era Community Television.
Our program covers a wide range of recent news items from across the eastern suburbs.
Our news tonight includes stories about Hawthorn residents concerned about cultural vandalism,
Oh, we're on. We've got a cast of thousands here. I've got Carl O'Dwyer, who's the president of the Kilmore Harness Racing Club, well known for O'Dwyer horseshoes. And Carl, did you train a Hunter Cup winner?
I did in '79, Bill, Hannah's boy.
That's right. Sort of just brought back memories. I think we take for granted some of the guys that were around in the old days, and celebration of 50 years night harness racing Saturday night brings back some pretty good memories.
It certainly does, yeah. Yeah.
You had some pretty smart, trotters especially in those days, and a few nice paces.
Yeah, I won two Adelaide Cups and a Cochrane Cup with Fiery Luck and LB Logan. They were useful horses that won their share of races.
Still involved?
Oh yes, yeah. I've got shares in a syndicate with Stephen Dove.
Oh yeah. Well, Stephen's one of the guys that's going to be one of the recipients of these lovely trophies today. We're presenting now the trainers and drivers trophies for the season just gone at Kilmore. Some lovely mounted horseshoes. First of all, the drivers trophy goes, I guess, to Chris Alford.
It certainly does, Chris. Congratulations, Chris, for a very, very good year, and certainly thank you to your support for supporting the Kilmore Harness Racing Club. Thank you.
You better say something, Chris. You're not averse to saying a few words these days.
Thanks, Bill. I'd just like to thank the Kilmore Harness Racing Club and Mr. O'Dwyer for the presentation of this trophy, and to all the owners and trainers that allow me to drive their horses to win this award. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris, and to Stephen. Well, Stephen is known to everybody in the town of Kilmore, and Stephen, we saw, just won the previous race.
Broke the track record.
And broke the track record by about a second, which was very, very good, and the horse won very comfortably. Stephen, thank you for your support for the Kilmore Harness Racing Club over the years. It's been many years now, and may your success go on. I'm sure it will. You're getting a very good team of young horses together, and your future looks very bright. Congratulations.
I'd just like to thank Kilmore Trotting Club for putting on this award, and to my staff who, without them, I wouldn't be here today, and to my lovely wife Susan, who does a great job as well. But no, full credit goes to my staff because they just done a great job. Thank you.
Very good.
Thanks very much, boys. Actually, Stephen was with us in America on our recent Little Brown Jug tour, and what he told you is 100% right. Without Susan, you'd be nothing. Congratulations, boys, and well done. And congratulations on breaking the track record with French Babe, too. That was a terrific effort. Okay. Before we go, thanks very much, boys. Monique. Now, I've got little Monique Burnett here who wants to say hello to her grandmother who's not too well. Is that right? Is Nana not too well? We'll say, I hope you get well soon, Nana.
Hope you get well, Nana.
That's Rita and all the Mifsud clan. That's Kevin. all the Mifsud clan, Nana, we wish you all the best, and we hope you do get very well soon, because we love you at the trots, and I'm sure that all your family around you, and hoping that everything's 100% very soon. Now, we better have a look at this next race coming up. It's the Coca-Cola Cup, Amador Cup, Heat 5. It's a good horses race, this. Only good horses make the final of this, and the Moonee Valley final is going to be a ripper, one out of the bag. 6 Bold Stefan, we spoke to Glenn Tippett earlier in the day. It's racing very well at the moment. He's a reformed rogue. He seems to be doing most things right at the moment, and I think he's the one to beat. Number 6. Number 3, Agro Machine, might be a chance for your trifectas. It hasn't had a lot of luck at its last couple since a flying finish at Moonee Valley about 4 starts back, and is a Kilmore winner going back about 4 starts here. It probably will lead out, but I think it might relinquish the lead, because number 5, Sheba's got great gate speed, and so has Bold Stefan. 4, Contact Cam, who's driven by little Monique's mother here, Rita, who actually thought she won 2 races back with the Will Win on the inside, but it wasn't to be. But she gets another chance here for the same stable with Contact Cam. I think it's got a terrific chance. It's my second pick in the race. Did have every chance here last week to beat Marquis, but Marquis is racing pretty well. 5, Sheba is probably the leader in the race. Be very hard to beat. It will probably hand up the lead to Bold Stefan. I think from there on it should be a procession for Bold Stefan, who is the best bet of the day for mine. And John Justice, before he headed off, when we spoke to him before, mentioned Blue Paul. Not to forget Blue Paul. Well, it returned to good form at Bendigo last start with a win, and I think it'll be flying home at the finish. It's a good sit sprint sort of horse. We'll probably have to go back from barrier 7, but it's got an each-way chance, much better than an each-way chance. And number 8, Minda Madonna, is struggling to recreate some of its best form. My pick in the race, number 6, Bold Stefan, a special, to beat 4, Contact Cam, and 7, Blue Paul.
Thanks, Hutchie. Well, we've only got 6 minutes to kill more there. Let's look at the tote screen. Bold Stefan's pretty short, Adam.
Yeah, probably deserves to be. You just heard Hutchie explaining the talents of this horse. Has enough speed to get out and find the lead here, you would expect. There are a couple that leave the gate quickly inside it, but you'd expect most of those would be happy to take a trail on the back of Bold Stefan. It's Hutchie's best of the day. I'm tipping it'll win here to beat 4, Contact Cam. And for third, I popped in number 7, Blue Paul. No surprises there. That's about the way they fall in order of favouritism. Definite place chance also to number 3, Agro Machine. But Daryl Douglas, who makes the most of all the opportunities he gets, should be able to take Bold Stefan to the front. There you can see him on screen in the Eric Anderson colours. In fact, he's just wandering back out of screen there in the white colours with the blue sleeves. And he has the, on the back in blue, is an A inside a circle. And they're Eric's colours, who a lot of people remember were carried to a Miracle Mile win by Franco Tiger from memory back in about... this is testing me. About 1992, I'd say, Franco Tiger won the Miracle Mile. Excuse me. Brian Gaff usually drives this one. He usually drives most of Eric Anderson's horses, but Brian has a runner of his own in the race today with number 5, Sheba. And obligations mean that, or the rules require Brian to drive the horse he trains in the race, which has opened the door for Daryl Douglas to hop aboard the favourite Bold Stefan. I couldn't tip against him. There he is on screen now. He's a horse who has really just seemed to improve with each run. Glenn Tippett seems to have got the best out of him. He's come back from quite a lengthy spell and been very impressive, winning both starts. If you go back to the win at Maryborough, he flew out from about barrier 7 to lead on that occasion. So Keith, he deserves to be a short price favourite.
Okay, we'll have another look at the betting board there, Adam. And we've got, yes, even money now, back into even money for Bold Stefan. Nothing really back to support him. Contact Cam was 430 into 380 at one stage, but it's getting out again. Same applies to Blue Paul. It's getting out again. What are you doing for Christmas?
Well, just seeing here that Harness Racing Victoria is really setting aside some dates and some opportunities for people to come out and have a Christmas party linked to a night here at the Harness Racing. There's 3 dates they've set aside, November 29, December 13 and December 20. So the 29th of this month and December 13 and 20, Saturday night dates here at Moonee Valley.
Why are they special nights? What's the Christmas
they're Christmas dance and harness racing function, so they're combining the two of them. I suppose if you got into the Christmas spirit and had enough to drink, you might be dancing around as well, but hopefully you can celebrate backing a winner with a bit of a dance. You get admission, a race book, 9 races as per usual at Moonee Valley, Waitress served 3-course meal, bottled beer, wine and soft drink, Christmas cracker, a visit from Santa with giveaways, lucky door prizes, dancing to the tunes of the DJ, or the tote queue, whichever one you prefer. It starts at about 6:30 and runs right through to 1 a.m. if you're a stayer. Call for bookings on 9373 2280 or 9373 2233. And for all the details there, that's November 29, December 13 and December 20 for a night of Christmas and harness racing. And not to be outdone is the Inner Circle, another one of the most popular areas here to dine and enjoy harness racing at Moonee Valley. This is an opportunity if you run a company or you work for a company, throw up Moonee Valley as a suggestion to celebrate your Christmas break-up this year. The Inner Circle can seat up to 650 people, so it really is a perfect venue for a large Christmas party, or you can set aside your own little corner there in the Christmas Circle to get in there. Bookings are still available in the Inner Circle for the 22nd and the 29th of November, and also those 3 Saturday nights through September, the 6th, the 13th and the 20th. And the price for the Inner Circle is $39.50 per person. Amazing package here they put together. There's a whole different range of things you can get to eat there. It also includes obviously your admission into the race book, into the race course, a race book, and also a guaranteed grandstand seat. So $39.50 there. Kicks off at $6.30. I'm just reading here an assortment of gâteau and fresh fruit salad. It almost sounds like an Italian restaurant or something, Keith.
Sounds like a great package and a good value package. Okay, so that's...
you even get a bread roll.
You do too?
Yep.
I was more interested in the earlier one with the waitress served as a 3-course meal. Oh, waitress served 3-course meal. Okay.
It's the way you say it.
Right.
Just like you also get a Christmas cracker.
Okay, well, let's hope there's a pre-Christmas cracker coming up here at Kilmore. But we're going to have to buy it because Bowl Stefan has got into the red.
Yeah, $1.90 and $1.70 now, I think.
Move again for number 4 by the same token. Contact Cam Adam.
Yeah, definitely got a little bit of class on his side, this one. We just saw Monique Burnett there on screen, and Rita is actually taking the drive here on number 4, Contact Cam. So a little bit of a family flavour there. Perhaps it's the omen tip after Hutchie, took part in one of the most interesting and youngest interviews he's ever done anyway.
Oh, not only is he back, Hutchie, but he's back as king of the kids.
I think this hit out will do him the world of good today too. We've seen him mixing with a lot of the lolly eaters at a few of those different venues, haven't we? Handing out lollies and ice creams and that sort of thing to the kids. And gee, he's pretty durable. He can mix with the oldies and the youngies. We saw him have Buffer Innes on earlier. He's just showing the multi-talents that Bill Hutchison does have. $1.90 this favourite. There he is in the blue and white colours out wide. Expect him to rocket out of the gate. Here's your caller.
And racing now. Contact Cam and Sheba were right up on the mobile, but at the moment they're endeavouring to cross Westline Jet, the roughie who's kicking up on the inside. Behind the Magro Machine, Bold Stefan is a little bit wide, getting back into the running line there by the look of it. They're followed next in the race by Minda Madonna, and Blue Paul from his wide draw was out to the tail. Well, the bolder Westline Jet elected to keep the front as they come out of the first corner. Leads by 3 or 4 metres. Contact Cam in behind the leader. Sheba without cover. And Bold Stefan, the favourite, asked to go now out 3 deep. 3 back along the inside, Agro Machine, the running line, Minda Madonna. And last in the 7-horse field was Blue Paul. Well, 2 laps to go. And Westline Jet is the leader. By 2 metres to the favourite, Bold Stefan into the death. Contact Cam, the leader's back third, and 1 by 1 was Sheba. Then Agro Machine 3 back along the inside from Minda Madonna, and Blue Paul last to the 7 as they sail into the back. Lead time in 44.4. They've travelled a lap, and they've got 1 3/4 to go with Westline Jet a clear leader. 3 metres to the favourite, Bold Stefan at its wheel, and Contact Cam, the second favourite, is positioned on the leader's back. Sheba is 1 by 1, and they're followed 5th, 3 back along the rails by Agro Machine. Second last to the 7, Minda Madonna, and last of all was Blue Paul. No change in the players. They wheel to the 1200 metre mark. First quarter in a 32.7, and Westline Jet is the leader. 4 metres to Bold Stefan. Contact Cam, the leader's back third, and Sheba getting a nice run in the 1-1. Agro Machine was 5th and 3 back along the rails. They're followed by Minda Madonna. And Blue Paul saw them all as they come down the straight to get the bell. Westline Jet leads by 3.5 metres to Bold Stefan. Third, the inside Contact Cam, 1-1 Sheba. Then Agro Machine on the inside from Minda Madonna. And last of all is Blue Paul. Second quarter in a 31.5. And Westline Jet with 700 to go goes towards the back. 3 metres to Bold Stefan, about to be called upon now to wind it up. Third, the inside Contact Cam, and fourth is Sheba. Agro Machine's back on the inside from Minda Madonna and Blue Paul. They're speeding up along the back. 500 metres to go. Westline Jet leads 2 metres to Bold Stefan. Third, the inside Contact Cam, and fourth Sheba. Minda Madonna hooked out 3 wide, asked to go, tracked by Blue Paul. Agro Machine will just about be last shortly in a packing field off the back. Third quarter in 30.4. Leader is Westline Jet from Bold Stefan, and Minda Madonna is rushing up. It's gone past Bold Stefan. They're followed by Sheba. Blue Paul to the outside, but Minda Madonna hit the lead. Bold Stefan trying to balance up again. Then Sheba. Blue Paul is late. Minda Madonna's in front. Trying hard, Sheba, and Bold Stefan not done with. Minda Madonna the leader. Bold Stefan will win the 5th heat of the Coca-Cola Cup. He's done it easily. A hat-trick in the end. Well, not easily. Had some troubles on that home corner, but he's won by neck to Minda Madonna. Third, Contact Cam or Sheba. Then Agro Machine. Blue Paul was there out wide, and last in the early leader, Westline Jet, 29.1.
I've just picked myself up off the ground here. I wasn't going to run a place around the home turn. Slip of the tongue there from Rick McIntosh to say he did it easily. I think the punters...
Impressively, I think he meant.
Yeah, it was a stylish win, but I think any punters who were watching would have been...
under the bar.
How many tickets would have survived the home turn tear up there?
That's Minda Madonna's dashed past them. Home to the world. He's the favourite Bold Stefan at odds on.
$1.80 and $1.20, and
if you laid the odds on and you survived that, your heart's in good nick. That was quite amazing, wasn't it?
Was an astonishing run. Blue Paul should get third there, number 7. I think you'll find they'll be 6, 8, 7 across the line. Bold Stefan $1.80 and $1.20. Minda Madonna was a terrific run. Excellent drive there from Johnny Caldo. He beat them for speed. I'm sure he was as staggered as everybody else that Bold Stefan came again in the home straight like he did, but he just seemed to lose concentration there, Bold Stefan, because he hadn't done a lot of work outside the leader. I mean, they'd run along a little bit, but here they are talking now, Johnny Caldo and Daryl Douglas, and Johnny Caldo had said, well, I waved goodbye to you about at the 300 metre mark and you've come back to beat me, so I'd love to know what they're saying to one another, but the favourite punters are happy anyway after a real struggle. This is the interesting stage of the race. John Caldo pulled out. There he is on Minda Madonna, who improved incredibly on its recent form. Outside the leader, Daryl Douglas is starting to get pretty busy. Westline Jet was the leader. It's quite amazing to think this horse has come back and won. I just don't think it handled the home turn at all, because Daryl wasn't driving the horse vigorously or anything like that. It was more a case of him trying to successfully get the horse around the home turn without making a mistake. And then it starts to dig in again here on the inside, but you thought that Minda Madonna still had a big enough lead to win. And right here, it was obvious the horses down the outside were struggling a little bit. I just want to see what's run third. I don't think it is Blue Paul. No, I don't think it's Sheba's run third. My apologies there. Bold Stefan's come again on the inside to fight back and win there. So the correct numbers will be 6, 8 and 5. $1.80 and $1.20. $6.10 for Minda Madonna. Gee, it's ready to win after that performance. And Sheba, no third dividend in the field with only 7 runners.
Made a big difference to the trifecta.
It has kicked it up, hasn't it, with an odds-on winner. $17.40 the Quinella, trifecta $119.80. And the running double was a popular one. 3 French Babe into 6 Bold Stefan returned $3.30.
Well, that's a good dividend, because French Babe was deep into the red and Bold Stefan was always at best evens and ran in the red, and it's paid odds of about 9 to 4, so that's okay.
We've seen a lot of, well, this is the 5th heat of the Coca-Cola Amateur Cup being run around the country and at some Moonee Valley day venues, but I don't think we've seen any horse that's going to trouble Bankura next as yet. A star 3-year-old of last season who looks to be poised for an enormous 4-year-old season. He's the one to beat when they get around to running this Coca-Cola Cup final at Moonee Valley in a couple of weeks' time. OK, now we're going to hutch in a tick. We'll just have a peep at Ballarat. It's 10 minutes to betting on race 7, last leg of the quaddie. Short price favourite here, Dry Humour.
Yes, he is. He's at $2.50, and I don't know whether he deserves to be that short. His strike rate is good, 5 wins and 10 placings from 28 starts, but his performance behind Romantic Ace at Flemington last start has earned him favouritism here. A couple of his rivals ran in the same race, and another horse there, the one I like, number 3 Zale, ran an eye-catching race at Bendigo behind Brackenbury. And it was a very tight photo, and Brackenbury would be favourite in this race. So there's the people. We'll come back to it soon. In the meantime, Hutchie is our man on site at Kilmore.
Yes, good effort by Bold Stefan. Gee, you wouldn't want to be on him on the home turn when Minda Madonna raced up and went past him, and that was a good effort by Minda Madonna. She hasn't raced for quite a long time. She's been off the scene with problems, and she battled the race out very well up the home straight, and it was just left to the fitter horse in Bold Stefan, who just kept whacking away at the one pace. I dare say the people that took the 5 to 4 on or the $1.80 on the tote had their hearts in their mouths on the turn. In fact, I think they'd probably given up. But he fought back like a pretty good horse, and he certainly knows where the winning line is. And I noticed Sheba getting home very strongly for third. Couple of hard luck stories in the race, but an impressive winner, Bold Stefan. And I think the horse to follow definitely out of the race, number 8, Minda Madonna.
Okay, thanks, Hutchie. We've got 9 minutes to Ballarat. So let's go there now and to Johnny Bell.
Yeah, thanks very much, Keith. We certainly have an easing favourite here in Dry Humour. He opened up at flip of the coin odds, but well, he's got out to a more realistic quote now on the tote at $2.50. It's still a little bit under what the bookmakers are offering, but we'll endeavour to speak to Colin Little a little bit later. The outside him, the market's fairly wide open. You're looking at Zale, number 3, 4 Space Cash and 5 Hunza Court are sorting out second favouritism ahead of number 8 Sober Affair, who is a drifter. Just before we get on to this race, I have Matthew Toll and Victoria Armstrong with me, who are involved in the Silks and Saddles Club. And of course, we've got the Whips and Spurs in Melbourne, up at Ballarat. You've got the Silks and Saddles.
We do indeed. It's been going for about 3 years, the initiative of the Turf Club Committee, and it's been going very well, John.
Well, it's a great idea to get younger people to the races.
Yeah. Well, we've got an interesting age range now. Our club, it's sort of everybody from about 17 years of age up to, we had a function last night, and there were people of 50 and 60 years old.
It's very much as young as you feel. There's no age discrimination at all.
And how did we all pull up after last night?
Slowly. tired and emotional.
Well, is this club open to the metropolitan people?
If they want to, yes. So what we try to do is liaise with the metropolitan clubs and have a function a year with them at the same time. So it's been very successful. We actually had Fair and Stakes Day with Moonee Valley, and that was great.
So if people that are in Melbourne want to get in contact with you, how can they do that?
Either through the Turf Club. Probably the easiest way is to get in touch with the Turf Club up in Ballarat, and they'll refer them on to Victoria, myself, or any of the other committee members of the Silks and Saddles, and we can certainly help them out. It's all, basically to be a member of the Silks and Saddles, all you have to be is a member of the Ballarat Turf Club and express an interest in joining the Silks and Saddles. It's great social group.
And it's actually a very good benefit for $60. What you're getting is not only invitations to the social functions, but 27 businesses around town give a 10% discount purely and solely to the Ballarat Turf Club members. So we've actually increased the value package for our members of the Ballarat Turf Club.
Terrific. Now, of course, we never get a guest on without getting a tip off them. So, yeah, I hope you've done your form here, because you never know where the next person will tip you a winner. So, firstly, Matthew, with you.
I quite like Hunza Court, but it looks like I'm the only one.
And Victoria?
Sir Swayze, yes.
Okay, well, thanks very much for joining us on Channel 31. Okay. Best of luck with the Silks and Saddles Club. It's a terrific idea, and I hope your membership continues to grow.
Thanks,
Thank
John.
You. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Now, we're going to shortly go to a break. Just before we do, Dry Humour has tightened up just a little bit in the market now, but I'll bring you all the betting fluctuations on the other side of this break.
Races.
Once again, I'm connected to the Jefferson Ford lie detector with a prepared statement. I, Simon Jefferson, being of sound mind and body, being pretty sane, being a complete nutcase, swear that every word I tell is the truth. I'm telling the truth about this offer, a $5,000 minimum trade-in. See, no busser. He'll trade in any recent vehicle, any decent car, any old rust bucket. Amazing but true.
$5,000 minimum trade-in only from Jefferson Ford, the greatest car dealer in the free world.
Jefferson Ford.
Tuna Display Homes has created some of the finest designed homes in Melbourne. With 30 years' experience in building new homes, Tuna Display Homes has the right home for your future. Visit the display homes at Sass's and Baronia Roads in Baronia and let Tuna Display Homes show you the house of your dreams. Call now and receive a free no-obligation quote. Phone 9883 5584 and feel at home in a Tuna Display Home. Now you can do something about a snowy, ghosty or weak picture. Call the people who fix these problems every day. Deeper Image. Phone 9808 6999. Ghosting and snowing can be avoided. Deeper Image will give you reception advice and install the right antenna system for your local area. They can connect all your TVs to the one antenna. Phone 9808 6999.
Hello, I'm Mirella Killingsworth with the weather forecast. Today mainly fine with cloudy periods and a freshening wind. A maximum of 22 degrees. Tomorrow fine and becoming sunny with an overnight low of 11 degrees and a maximum of 24 degrees. And good news, Friday fine and sunny and 32 degrees. Saturday fine and 32 degrees. I'll be back in about 1 hour. And now it's back to John Bell in Ballarat. I'll see you again soon.
Welcome back to Midweek at the Races on Channel 31. We're getting close to the 7th race at Ballarat today. The favourite is Dry Humour. A little bit easy with the bookmakers, but joining me now is Colin Little. And Colin, he really put the writing on the wall last start.
Yeah, it was a good run. He's not a bad horse, this horse, John, and I expect him to do very well in this race, obviously.
Well, he's had his problems over the years.
Yeah, he was probably right up there with the best three-year-olds in his three-year-old career. He wasn't all that far away from a horse like Bresnikov. But he's had a bit of unsoundness and now he races in bandages. But he's had 8 months off once and that seemed to help him, and he's racing well now.
Well, the race really looks tailor-made for him today because there's some good speed from Space Cash and Hunza Court. You should really be posing up in the box seat.
Well, that's the way it looks before the race. It doesn't always work out that way, but that's right. He needs a bit of pace on and a little cover, and hasn't got a very long run, this horse, so we save him for the last crack at them.
But as far as you're concerned, he's spot on, and today looks his day.
I'm very happy with the horse.
Good on you, Colin. Best of luck with him.
Thanks, John.
Colin Little there, the trainer of Dry Humour, who's certainly given you a good lead there if you fancied him. Obviously, there is a lot of people that fancy with him. He's only a $2.30 chance on the tote. The bookmakers, as I said earlier, opening him up flip of the coin odds. He got out to quite backable around the $2.75 mark. He's just tightened up a fraction from that, but at the moment he's no luxury on the tote at all. But look, for mine, he certainly is the horse to beat because, as we've discussed during the day, there is speed in this race. He should really get a nice camp and be the horse to beat, providing he gets the breaks, which I can't see any reason why he wouldn't. Now, outside him, really, you're shopping quite well. There is good value for every other runner. Sir Swayze is a drifter. He's got out to double-figure odds, but still has a touch of value on the tote. Number 3, Zale. He's been a sizable drifter. He opened up at the each-way quote, has blown out 1.5 points. Number 4, Space Cash, opened up a clear second pick at around the $4.50 mark, but now on the tote is about what the bookmakers are offering, so you can see that he's been quite a sizable drifter. Hunza Court has chopped and changed during the race. We did speak to Gary Finnessy after the Hayes Camp won the Cup. He said the horse hadn't been really putting in. If he did his best, he'd certainly be hard to beat. He opened up around a $6 chance, was tightened up 0.5 point with the bookmakers, but is now back out to his opening quote, but still you're getting about 1.5 points of value on the tote. In Top Flight has got right out in the market. Similarly, Martago has been an 8-point drifter. Number 8, Sober Affair from the David O'Prey camp has been kept pretty safe, just into double-figure odds, so the tote's pretty correct there. Number 9, Vibrant Black, is also at the same quote. It has been a drifter of 3 points, but represents about 2.5 points of value on the tote. And Italian Affair has been a fair drifter, and the tote is spot on to what the bookies are offering at this stage. But I really thought today, third up from a spell was Dry Humour's day. His run at Flemington last start was terrific. He ran on strongly behind Romantic Ace, and that horse has been racing very well. Thought the danger was the 2 on paces. 4, Space Cash. He just found the mile a little bit too far last start at Flemington in the Country Cup. His previous win we saw on midweek at the races at Werribee was effortless. And Hunza Court, well, he's had a couple of runs back from a spell now. He should be fit. If his mind's on the job, he should be right in the finish. But for race 7 at Ballarat, number 1, Dry Humour, looks the goods. He's just tightened in a further further roll of the board with the bookmakers. He's going to start a fairly short price favourite here.
Okay, thank you, John. Just a quick look at the quaddies here. Quaddie divvies. Dry Humour number 1, $271. The horse on screen, Sir Swayze, would return $1,140. 3, $734. The 4 bracket, 903. 5, 887. 6, 7,585. 7, 4,334. 8, 1,444. 9, 2,078. And no runner in the 10 bracket. So that's what you can expect if you put together the numbers 4, 3 and 3 in the first 3 legs of the quaddie at Ballarat. That's one of the roughies. Martago, number 7, going into line. So the gates are filling rapidly. Here's our caller, Brian Blackmore from Sport 927, the last leg of the quaddie at Ballarat.
All clear there. And a tenor going in with one of the runners. Racing now. They've jumped in an absolutely perfect line. Hunter Court, Sober Affair are wanting the lead. Sober Affair gets it to 3rd, Space Cash. Vibrant Black, Italian Affair. Dry Humour out deep is Sir Swayze, also Zale. Martago in top flight together at the rear. 1,100 to go. And Sober Affair being restrained now by just over a length to Hunter Court. 3rd placing Space Cash. 2 lengths further back, 2.5 to Dry Humour. Zale on the outside. They're going quickly. Then Vibrant Black. A length away comes in top flight from Italian Affair, Sir Swayze, and Martago last. Off the back, going down towards the 800 metre mark, and the leader Sober Affair by a length to Hunter Court. 3 parts to Space Cash there, 4 in front of Zale and Dry Humour. 2 lengths further back in top flight on the outside of Vibrant Black from Sir Swayze, Italian Affair, and Martago last as they head to the turn. 600 metres out, and Sober Affair a half in front of Hunter Court, a length and a half to Space Cash. The others haven't picked up much ground, about 4 to Zale and Dry Humour. Then in top flight, Vibrant Black, well back Sir Swayze, Martago, and Italian Affair on the turn. 400 out, and Hunter Court goes up sides here with Sober Affair, 2 to Space Cash, Dry Humour. Then Zale on the outside, battling away from Vibrant Black as they go to the 200 metre mark. Space Cash took the lead. Hunter Court looked done with Sober Affair. Zale and Dry Humour battling away, and from a mile back, Sir Swayze. Space Cash though in front, 100 metres to go. Sir Swayze and Zale with Sober Affair. It's stopping here, Space Cash. Zale lunging at it, didn't get there. Space Cash ahead to Zale, 3rd Sir Swayze. Then Sober Affair, Hunter Court, Dry Humour. Next in Martago with Vibrant Black in top flight, and last in Italian Affair.
4, 3 and 2. Expect $903 for the quaddie, and the winner there, Space Cash, will pay $7.40 and 2.10 for a second. The consistent Gale, Azale number 3, 2 even, and 3rd Sir Swayze has eased only half a point. Now look at the toppy now, Palace Groom, it's into 670. Below Scribbles there's not a lot of action, numbers 12 and 13. Cargo Limit and Lycra Lady there, they're both pretty, Lycra Lady and Ringer Bear are both around the 15-18 to 1 mark. Okay, that's the gate there for the last of the day at Ballarat on Cup Day. Here's Brian Blackmore.
Set to go. Racing now in the last. And Western Union away quickly. Chicago Baby, Cargo Limit, and wider out on the track, Palace Groom. The Grey Mysari working up to join the lead with Scribbles. Behind them comes Go Chase, then Zama Bay drifting back last as Sovereign Court, Trelawn well back. And Missalera with his pace, his hunting pace, goes up to share the lead or near it as they race to the winning post with a round to go. The leader was Mysari from Scribbles by a length, then Missalera, who gets to be one off the rails almost. It went deep on the track as Palace Groom went up in the centre. On the inside is Western Union. A length of Lycra Lady, Ringer Bear out deep around Go Chase. Then Zama Bay getting back to 4th last, Chicago Baby, but they're pretty tightly packed from Trelawn, Cargo Limit and Sovereign Court, with most of these riders fighting the horses who want to pull as they go into the back. The leader was now Ringer Bear. Let's go to go up and take on Mysari in the lead. Scribbles into the box seat. On the outside, Missalera, one away, then comes Western Union. Now Go Chase out 3 deep. Palace Groom is in the centre. They're broken away 4 to Zama Bay and Lycra Lady. 2.5 further back, then comes Trelawn on the outside of Chicago Baby from Sovereign Court, and 2.5 to Cargo Limit. 1,200 metres out along the back, and the leader again here is Mysari. Ringer Bear steady second, a half length away. 2 further back then was Missalera. Scribbles on the inside from Go Chase, a length to Palace Groom. 1.5 Lycra Lady on the outside of Western Union, and on the rail Chicago Baby. Then comes Zama Bay, Trelawn, and last of all, as they still hackle on the back, is Cargo Limit. Heading down towards the 800 metre mark, Mysari, a neck in front of Ringer Bear. Bear. Go Chase couldn't get in, goes up 3 deep. Sovereign Court 4 wide, then Miss Alira. A length and a half to Palace Groom. Scribbles on the inside from Lycra Lady. Then Chicago Baby, who's into the clear momentarily, goes back to the rails from Zama Bay. Further back then Western Union, who gets back to last with Cargo Limit and Trelawn. On the turn, 500 metres out, and Maizari by just over a length to Scribbles, who's travelling okay second. On the outside, Go Chase, hard at it, Ring a Bear, and then Palace Groom. Further out, Sovereign Court. Wide is Trelawn, and getting through in the centre, Miss Alira. As they run down the hill, Chicago Baby going up on the rails at the 200 metre mark. Palace Groom, Scribbles, Chicago Baby going for the run. Mazzari is still there. Palace Groom in front. Chicago Baby and Scribbles. It's Palace Groom in front. Chicago Baby trying to get to it, but Palace Groom in front, and Palace Groom gets in. Palace Groom for Jeff Tawney, wins by a neck. To Chicago Baby, maybe Cargo Limit third from Scribbles and Maizari. Then Western Union's Armour Bay, Ring a Bear. Further back Trelawn, Lycra Lady. Miss Alira, Go Chase and Sovereign Court together at the rear in a race which was run at a farcical pace.
1, 3 and 11. Number 1, Palace Groom. It's raced by Jeff Tawney, the Vice Chairman of Ballarat, who yesterday was announced as the incoming Chairman of the Moonee Valley Racing Club. It's got the money and landed a plonk. Palace Groom, $6.60 and 2 even. Beating Chicago Baby, the favourite at $1.90 for the place. And third, Brian...
I really don't know how trainers train without the salt water. It's been great for us, you know. It's a lot of all our good horses, and naturally good horses, because they try so hard, have all got leg problems, and without the salt water, I don't know how they operate.
We've certainly done a terrific job with this horse. 9 from 21 now. Looks like you might have a handy horse on your hands next season, but well, geez, he's done a good job to this stage.
Thanks very much, John.
Good on you, Terry.
Thank you.
Terry Kelly there, the trainer of